Yeah, you see the punches life throws at you, but we
Yeah,
gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it going. Come on now. So I, okay, we were talking about like exercising
yeah,
and your physical health, how it's not just like about losing weight, but it's also to help your clients with their condition and improve their lifestyle and things like that. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry guys, everyone that's joining again. Yeah, we got cut off. I think it was on my end. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we're back. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Um, so yeah, I as part of this, this is the wellness check-in and self-care talk.
Yes,
So it's crazy. Like you're helping everyone with like increasing their livelihood,
right.
increasing their wellness, telling them ways that they can improve their lifestyle. So now I'm gonna turn the attention to you and personally ask you like how you do it,
Yeah.
like, wellness and self-care.
Mm-hmm.
So my first question, this is for you now. How do you find time to hit pause on life and tend to yourself?
Ooh, how do I find time?
Yep.
I actually have to demand it. I have to
Okay.
tell people, no, I can't do it.
Power of saying no. See?
Yeah, I have to. And as much as it sometimes hurts or the other person may feel like them or I'm mad at them, I
Mm,
I'm good because I'm responsible for a lot. I'm responsible for, making sure my kids are happy, keeping,
right.
I am married, but still I got to keep my husband alive, right?
You know it. Right.
And then I own a salon. I have stylists that
Mm,
work. I got to keep everybody there good. So if
right.
I'm good and I'm crumbling and falling apart because I'm bending for everyone else, I have to demand my time. And
Right.
sometimes it's situations where I miss out on things that people maybe want me to be at, like a birthday or something small, even for the holiday. The holiday sometimes is my mental break. I tell people that all the time because that
Mm,
is the one day, let's say Christmas and Thanksgiving, let's give for example, that's the one day I don't have to answer an email, a DM, a text message. I don't have to sign any papers for my kids' school. I don't have to sign a payment for something, like
right.
one day that my phone is shut down. And so
Mm,
I don't want to get up and bounce from house to house on those days.
mm,
And
mm,
I love my family. I love you all for sure.
right.
For me to operate the way that I need to operate, I have to say no to some things.
Right.
And that's hard to do. And then vacation, of course, is always my outlet. I
Oh, yeah.
definitely got to get a vacation in.
Yes. See the power of saying no. And like you said, I kind of relate because when a friend of mine wants to go somewhere and I just want a day to myself where I'm not in no one's face, I don't want like to be near people. I just want to relax, watch TV all day. The power of saying no. Some
Mhm.
people might feel weird about it, but remember, you have to like prioritize yourself to make sure, like you said, make sure you're right because you like handle so much being a mom, a business owner, a wife, and just me. I don't have any kids and I'm not married, so just managing my business, I'm like busy as is, so I can't imagine for you. Like
Right.
I literally know that you have to literally like find the time and demand the time to
Yeah.
have time for yourself because a mom, a wife, business owner, salon owner, like
Yes.
just
I'm nonstop. I don't get mental breaks much.
right.
I have to demand it when I need it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's good to hear that you do that. Now, next question. What does wellness personally mean to you? What does wellness mean to you?
Oh, wellness to me means just taking care of me, the individual as a whole, right? Whatever.
Exactly.
So, making sure that I'm being conscious of and listening to my body too. Like when
Mm,
I let me know I'm tired, when I'm sluggish, when I'm irritated, something's going on that's making me feel that way. Watching what I eat. I just recently had to give up meat. So I still do
oh,
eat fish because for some
mm,
reason I didn't do well with not having that zinc and B12 in me. It just
mm,
that, but I gave up meat because
mm,
like it was doing something to me and producing something that just wasn't working for me. My mood
mm.
changing, things like that. So really just taking care of you as a whole, whether it's holistically, whether it's mentally, whether it's health wise, whatever it may be, just taking care of you as a whole.
Right. So are you a pescatarian? You just eat like seafood and fish and
A title. I keep telling people that I don't have a title.
oh,
I just knew that when I was eating meat, I was noticing a difference in my mood, how things were going. And then my daughter, when I was pregnant with my daughter's 10 now, but when she was born with cancer. And then
What?
yes.
I
So
did not know that was
yeah, I
possible.
it was the news to me as well. I had no clue.
Oh,
And I was diagnosed with breast cancer the March 2020, the same day that the governor shut us down for the pandemic. And so
wow.
in my milk ducts. So I noticed
Oh.
reproduce, I'm reproducing cancer some kind of way. And I
Mm.
didn't know it was in what they're putting in the meats. So, and I was paying attention to my mood at that time. So I decided to give it up. So yeah, so it
Wow.
I don't have a title. I don't like to
Right.
so, but yeah, I did give it up because I feel like whatever they're putting in it, for some reason, with me, when I reproduce, is reproducing cancer some kind.
Wasn't working out for you, right? Thank God. Thank God, like you're healthy, right? Thank God
Yeah,
you're like good
I'm
right
here.
now, and
Yeah,
your daughter's good too, right?
she is doing amazing. She
Wow.
I felt like, God, his timing and how things happen when
Mm.
she went through what she went through, it was more tragic when I found out my diagnosis. But to see her overcome and come out of that,
Wow.
and one thing that the doctor told me is that kids bounce back faster from cancer diagnosis because they don't know anything different. They don't have the stresses of life. They don't have to
Right.
none of that. So to see her still act like a baby and act regular, you like nothing was wrong with her, then that helped me when I got my diagnosis. Like, hey, you can still be fine. Like, don't let this diagnosis put you in the slump and stress you out because the stress is actually what can kill you. So I
Literally.
I decided to keep moving like I always moved. In the days I did need rest, I rested,
Mm.
but I didn't let the diagnosis stress me out for sure.
Right. Right. And like
Daughter, she was the example. So for me
for
to
you, wow, not vice versa, but like
yeah
she
yeah
was example for you.
yeah
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, literally, guys, you have to like listen to your body. Like me, as you know, my business, I'm like the sole owner and all that. So like 5 days, even sometimes 6, 7 days a week, I'm on my laptop like 8 hours a day. So when I literally cannot look at another email, I can't look at another just my laptop. Like your body's gonna like let you know like you have to rest. You can't respond to another email. You have to rest. Just like lounge all day if you need to. Like your body's gonna tell you you need rest or you need that 30-minute nap or you need to go to bed right now.
Yes, do it for sure.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, next question. So how do you personally cope with stress? This is a good one because you're telling all these people how to, improve their stressors in life.
Yeah,
And so, how do you personally do it?
me personally, I have to take some deep breaths for sure, and I count back.
Meditate, like meditation, kind of.
Yes, the deep
Mm.
breaths to get it out. Like I just got to get it out, and sometimes I have to like walk away and have that moment where I can like let it out and
Mm.
act like nothing ever happened. But I really have to do deep breaths, let it out, count to 10 if I need to, and get myself together for sure. That's how
Right.
I need the long time. Like I have to sometimes I have to walk away and have the silence to get myself together. Because if I'm still in the stress and it's still like nipping at me, it makes it worse. So I have to kind of take a break, about a good just for a couple minutes, walk away and come back.
Right.
I have to give myself a pep talk. I'm like, look, Shayna, you got 2 minutes to cry and get over it. Let's move on. You got other stuff.
That part. Yeah, literally. Like when I responded to like 20 emails in like 10
Mm-hmm.
minutes, and I'm like, oh man, like let me just take a breather and like just get out like this like chair and close my laptop for 10 minutes and just breathe and just relax myself because literally like it's all mental. Like people
Yeah,
think, oh, wellness, self-care, like it's just like face masks and massages and like I don't know, like wine, like drinking wine, bubble baths, but it really starts mentally. You have to
yeah,
make sure like you're good mentally and then like the rest of your body is gonna follow suit.
for sure. Yes.
Yeah. All right, next question. Are you vocal about your needs enough?
Oh yes, I am for sure.
Okay.
a little too vocal. They're like, okay, now.
Yeah, no, you're never too vocal about your needs. You're never too vocal.
Okay, but I'm definitely vocal for sure.
Okay, so how do you make it known what you need at that moment, or make it known you're not feeling your best? Like, how do you let those around you know, or you know?
Yeah, communication. So I just feel like if you understand why I'm in this mood or why I'm feeling this way or why I need this break, I'm just gonna flat out tell you why. Like, you know,
Mm.
I do try to sugarcoat it sometimes, but sometimes I just have to be blunt. You know, I'm very direct. So really just letting them know, like, look, I need this break. I need this moment, or I'm going through this, or I'm having this situation. Let's talk about this tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. Or sometimes I just have to get off. If I'm on a phone call, for example, I just have to get off the phone and say, you know what, I'll deal with this next week. I'm going to pencil you in next week because I can't deal with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
So like, do you sometimes like schedule like appointments at your salon where your other like not stylists
Mhm.
can take care of them, and
Yes.
you can just have like the day to yourself, you know? Because I'm sure like most of your clients like want you, but
Yeah.
do you like say, no, you guys take care of the clients coming in for today, I'm gonna take the day off? Like, do you do that?
So I pre-plan it for sure. Because unfortunately my schedule is always booked out at least 6 weeks in advance. But
Ooh.
if days that I need to say, you know what, I have to start taking off Wednesdays or start taking off this, I just started letting the clients like, you know, let them know, no, you know, you're gonna have to go to, you know, my other two stylists. My stylists, they work solely, you know, for me. So every person sits in their chair or people I put in their chair.
Mhm.
So they all the overflow and you know I train them. So like you're in good hands for now, but I do need you to go to them for this. I have something else going on, but a lot of times it's just for me to have a break and a day off. So I do have to.
Right.
I wish I could do a last minute thing, but these people have been on my books for too long, and if I switch it up on them, they'll be mad. So
Right.
I pre-plan it where I just make sure I don't schedule certain days. If I need Wednesdays off, you know, sometimes I'll say, you know what, I need to start taking Saturdays off. I'm gonna take Saturdays off all month of a certain month. I'll pre-plan it.
Right. Especially if those clients, I'm sure you do like deposits, right? And if they cancel,
Yeah,
right. So that's good that you have that like, you know, that guideline for you and your salon.
boundaries are very key.
Yes, exactly. So very key, especially being an entrepreneur. And I can't imagine also like a salon owner. You know,
Mhm.
you literally have to like show up to a place
Yes.
like based on your schedule, you know?
Yeah,
So it's even like even more stressful when you just don't feel like dealing with the
right.
public, because business like that, you have to deal with the public,
We
you
do.
know,
Yeah.
whether you know your clients or not. Like that takes a lot of energy in itself when
It
you're a
does.
service-based like entrepreneur, you know?
Mhm. It does, and that's why you know when I come to work, I have to turn it off. So when I'm
Mhm.
off work, I can't deal with anything extra. You know, besides my children and my
Your
husband,
family.
I
Mhm.
can't deal with the extra. So yeah, I probably won't be coming to your birthday party or your event because I need that break. Because guess what? When I go to the birthday party and event, and they know who I am, they're asking me 1,000 questions about hair and about this and about
Oh
that.
boy.
So it's like I need that break
You
where
can't get a break.
I,
Like literally you need that break. Wow.
I
Wow.
sometimes I have to say no, and it's not that I don't like you or I don't rock with you. I love you, but if I don't take care of me, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Right, literally, right.
Yes.
Right. All right. Next question. Now, as the new year approaches, is there any positive changes that you want to make in your life?
Positive changes.
Yep.
Yeah, I would love. I want to become fully vegan, so that's a positive change.
Oh,
I'm
that
working.
sounds hard. Like I can't do that. I'm sorry. I like my like chicken and spaghetti. Like I can't. That's good. That's a good like goal though.
That's why I said I'm doing baby steps. So I cut out the meat. That's why I said I don't have a title right now.
Right.
You know, I'm going to get there, but I know I couldn't just do it hardcore and just switch the switch that way. I didn't want
Nah.
it. But eventually, I would love to become vegan. I would love to get back fit because, you know, 2020 with the pandemic and my cancer diagnosis and the steroids they had me on,
Whew.
I gained about 50 pounds. So I would love
Right.
press this weight back off. I got some of it off though. So I am proud of myself, but I want to
Right.
get it off. So that is a personal change. And then I also want to start doing more community-based work.
Mhm.
really, really want to start helping moms that are having difficulties and things that I had difficulties in as a young mother with my children.
Mm.
So helping women, young women, be advocates for themselves in the doctor office is one of the things that I would love to work on. And another thing is helping women who have children who need special services. My oldest son had a really bad speech delay, and he was nonverbal when he was first born, and he did not start speaking words so he was about 2.5, and I
Mm.
had
That's
to
not normal. Like that's not normal for
yeah,
kids.
they talking. No, they should be talking at 1 for sure. He was saying
Oh,
that
okay.
all until about 2.5. So I figured out something was wrong, and we started getting him. At the time, he's my first child, so I did not know if it was normal. But my second child is only 16 months apart, and he was talking, and my
Mm.
oldest was
Mm.
not.
Right.
Yeah, so he ran through a lot of speech delays. So just being an advocate for yourself for that, and in the school system, it was definitely a fight for him to get education, but he is thriving now.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Years old, he's a junior. He is
That's
doing
good to hear.
amazing. But it was a fight.
I'm
Okay,
sure it was.
I want to help other women who had those issues. Being an advocate for your child that needs special services, and being an advocate in the doctor's office for sure.
Right.
We don't know certain questions we can ask. We don't know how we can really advocate for ourselves sometimes with the doctors. And I think a lot of us are getting misdiagnosed, not diagnosed at all, or not getting the care that we need. So yeah.
Right.
So those
Literally, your kids are like warriors. That
are
is amazing. Your daughter and your son, man.
write a book about my life, because baby, if they only knew.
Oh boy, I can't imagine.
They look at everything now and all the accolades now and all, but they don't understand what I went through to get to this point.
Oh boy. I'm sure like your testimony, just like your life experiences and how you overcame all those things that you went through, I'm sure your testimony is like mind blowing.
I can't. It's a long story. I can't even
I
go through.
bet it is, man. I bet it is. So yeah, like that's great that you mostly help women of color or like women in general.
Mostly women in color,
Right.
because I feel like we are the ones that don't know any better.
Mm,
No one really taught us that,
right.
so we don't have the learning. But I'm of course open to helping anyone, but women of color especially, because I think we're the ones that just don't know for
Right.
sure.
We are it's just so tiring and draining. We're the like least represented and especially with like healthcare and like pregnant black moms, like
Yes.
just the discrimination with all of
Yes.
that.
Oh
Like
yeah.
literally
I know.
I I'm sorry, but it's like I don't want my doctor to be like
Hmm.
Caucasian or like a male. Like and I want kids.
Yeah.
I'm 27. I want kids
Yeah.
eventually, but it's like, man, it's like I'm stressed about it already. Just like childbirth and them not recognizing my needs and all that, you know?
Yeah. My I had my oldest at 21 and my
Ooh,
child at 22, and what
wow.
as a young black woman in the doctor.
Ooh.
Oh my God. I'm just happy to be alive. Let's say that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Can you like tell like one of the experiences where when you was like, wow, that should not have happened to me while I was pregnant, or wow, I wasn't really like they weren't like careful with my needs at the time. Like, can you tell like a story? Like literally, I want to know.
Yeah, one of the stories I can tell that probably was the worst. I mean, it's a lot,
Ooh.
but one that sticks out the most to me. When I had my second child, I had to have a C-section because of difficulty
Oh,
with my first child.
right.
I literally had him at 6 in the morning that day, and they assigned me a student nurse. Okay.
What
And
is that normal? Is that normal? Like,
I'm assuming, I mean, this is
oh my God.
trying to learn all this as, I'm 22, right?
Oh,
So they assigned me a student nurse, and the student nurse was supposed to give me my pain meds every so many hours, right? Well, I'm assuming he accidentally put down that he gave me pain medicine when he didn't. So I had not had any pain medicine. I had just had a C-section. And so I was trying to explain to the nurse, because, student nurse is gone now. The nurse, that, hey, I need, pain meds. I'm in pain.
right.
like, you already had your pain medicine. I'm like, no, he never gave it to me. Well, this says he already gave it to you and I can't give you any more. She was almost treating me like I was addicted to pain meds. I literally just had a C-section at 6 this morning. Now we're at 6 this evening and I haven't had any pain meds since probably lunch.
Wow.
And I kept explaining to her, no, I never got it. And she left the room. I kept calling her, buzzing her all night. My husband fell asleep. And I couldn't reach him because I couldn't move to like get his attention and go get a nurse. So I had to go through the whole night with that pain. And I woke up the next morning. My doctor came in and turned the light on. And when he turned the light on, it hurt. I've never been in that much pain where the light hurt. Okay.
Oh my
And
God. So you were like sensitive.
yeah, so I mean, tears are running down my face.
Oh no.
And I said, they claimed that they gave me pain meds, but I haven't had any since lunch of, yesterday. And tell her I didn't get the pain medication and she's treating me as if I'm like addicted to pain meds, and he was like, what? And he was so upset. He went out. I mean, he cussed out every nurse up and down. He came back in. He had like a shot, gave me a shot because he said she's giving you a different type of pain medicine if she felt you had too much of that one. But I didn't know, and I couldn't move, so, and then she
You were young.
So, I'm just glad to be here. Let me say that. And that's just one of the stories, but that's probably the most traumatic one for sure.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just have to like take a deep breath after that story. Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
And imagine how many other women, young Black women, how they're being treated in the hospital. So I would love to.
I see why you want to.
Yeah. I want to and really help them know how to ask for certain things. Even when I tried to learn how to breastfeed my first child, they didn't really try to help me or work with me at all. So I didn't do, and I really wanted to breastfeed because it was healthy for the baby, but I couldn't figure it out. And so, my daughter, I had her much later. I had my daughter when I was 28, where I was a little bit more educated, I tried to find more resources. I found the local university in our area taught women how to breastfeed and things like that. So I actually took a class for free, but at 21, 22, you just don't know,
Oh, right.
So, I really would love to just, be an advocate for those young moms for sure.
Right. That's amazing. Like you literally turned what do they call it? Like your pain into purpose.
Right.
Like, oh my God, all those hardships that you went through and with your pregnancy, now you want to like help other women that might be experiencing like the same discrimination. Because I don't know, but like if you weren't a Black woman, I'm not saying anything, but I don't know if you would have had that same experience.
It would have been different for sure.
Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. And I don't know if you know, but like so many like girls my age, they're like paranoid to have kids because like there's so many stories out there just like yours with like what Black women go through.
If you go natural and do a water birth, highly recommend it.
Oh, but that's a little pricey though compared to like.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's
I get for it, and so, but it's so much better experience for you, for the child. If you do it, I highly recommend it.
Oh my God, yeah. And you will have to make sure like your doctor is like Black, and was he a white, like the nurse?
Yep. So my first two children were, yes, it was a white male, but when I got pregnant before I even got pregnant with my daughter, I started researching different doctors, and I had found a woman OBGYN, so I had a much better experience with my daughter. Of course, I was older, to learn the things, but at the time, when you don't know, you don't know, and you think know everything, so you listen to them, and there's some
right. And I also want to point out that when it comes to self-care, like you said, how you just like have a glass of wine and you just like lounge and relax. Like you literally don't have to spend money to like self-care and tend to yourself.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Like people think you have to like get a massage or like have a full-blown spa day or like spend this amount of money. And like self-care is also like I don't know if you know like the 5 love languages, like physical touch, gift giving. What's the other one? Quality time.
Quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Yeah, gift giving, physical touch. What's the
Yeah.
other one? Words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Like I had a segment on my business page where you do the love languages to yourself. So
Oh,
like instead of like having a partner, because I'm single, so instead of like having a partner to like feed you your love languages, whatever they might be, like doing those love languages to yourself. So you have to know like what you like. If
yeah.
you feel if like buying, okay, it's spending money, but if gift giving is your thing,
Yeah.
buy yourself something that's going to make you happy in that moment and don't regret it, because
Yeah.
people like people when people make big purchases with like a new bag or like a spa day or like getting a facial, they think, oh, I shouldn't have spent that money should have went to like a bill or to pay this credit card bill or something. But like if it made you feel better about yourself and made you
Right.
happy, don't regret it. Like,
Yeah. And so my love language, I never knew of doing a love language to yourself, but
oh yeah,
in the relationship it said quality time, but that also matches up with myself. I like to have my quality time.
exactly, right. So having that glass of wine and watching, like you said, Investigation Discovery or like watching Housewives,
Yeah.
like that's you have to make sure like yourself is good.
Yes.
Especially like you, like I said, being a mom and a wife,
Yeah.
like you literally have to make sure you're good, or like they say like happy wife, happy life. So like
Here-
if you're not good, I know your husband's gonna feel it. I know your kids is gonna feel it. So it's like even more important for you. Like, you know.
exactly.
Right. Yep. Okay. So literally those are all my questions. I usually leave this part if anyone has any questions for us to answer. Me and Shayna. Um, yeah, I'm just checking the chat if any
There was
questions.
just on the first live. I don't know if
Oh,
they're still here, but they were
right.
asking to start my program. The best way to start is in my bio.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that question. I remember. Yeah. Oh man. I
Yeah.
hope there's
The best way to start is just click the link in my bio, and book a scalp analysis. Or if you go to my website, it says get started here. That's the best way.
right. And clips of this live is gonna be on our other account. So ZenLuxCo, all the lives that we all the lives that we let me just type this in. All the lives that we do with women entrepreneurs, women business owners, it's going to be on this account called Wind Down Project, and that's where we post like clips of each live that we do, so you can check it out too. It's only like 15 followers, so it's nothing big. I literally just started this series. Oh, you're right. And
Yeah.
okay, ShaynaSimone.com if
Yep.
anyone wants to book her. You said you're in Detroit, right?
Yes, I'm in the Metro Detroit area. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, let me just search this live.
You don't have to come to me. I help people virtually as well.
Oh my God. So do you have like, I don't know if you have like courses, like how, right. Like
So
do you consult with them like on the phone and things like
yeah,
that?
and so through Zoom, and then I mail them their packages and their kits. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you also have the Amore, right? The Amore line.
AmoraLux.
Amore Lux.
Yes, that's my salon. AmoraLux is my salon.
Right.
So
Do
if
you
you want,
have like products too or something
I,
like that?
yeah. So I
Okay. I'll pin it. I'll pin it if you yeah, I'll pin it. So yeah, Wind Down Project guys, clips of this live is gonna be on that account, so check that out. And yeah, so that's did I pin it? Yeah, I did. So yeah, that's her salon right there. It's AmoraLux.com.
AmoraLux. Yes.
Cool.
Hair products. You can find my hair products on AmoraLux. You can also get to my Shayna Simone page from AmoraLux as well. And
Nice.
my hair products are nurture the hair. So I have a whole. I have my own shampoo line, my
Ooh,
own oil. Yeah.
wow.
Kit. I have my own hair herbal tea. So
Hmm.
tea that actually. Oh, I actually have some here, but it actually
Oh yeah, like I literally want to see
yeah.
that. Oh, nice. Is it like a detox tea? Like what? Like
It's
what?
a detox tea, but it also reduces hair loss. It relieves itchy scalp. It's
Mm,
clean. It retains your length and locks in moisture. So yeah, and it cleanses
right,
the gut, which is very important for your hair.
right. So do those teas, it was like a big thing on social media, like those detox teas, like Herbalife and all that. Does it work?
Well, so I don't know. Some of the ones that are like I've been seeing influencers or slimming teas and things like
Right.
that. have like laxatives in it. My goal is to get, it's more of a herbal tea. So it has a lot of fruits, nuts, berries. So that's the teas that I like, the more natural way and not more.
Right. Exactly, right. All right, so yeah, check her out, guys, and see if there's any like more questions. I hope that person that was in the previous live, they came back to this one and saw, where to like get your consulting and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so if anyone has any questions on this second live, was that the only question in the first live? Was that the only one?
I didn't scroll up though, but that is the
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
did trying to screenshot this.
All right. Yeah, no. Okay, so there's no questions on this live. So yeah, you guys, check Shayna out. Yeah, there's none. Okay, let me stop scrolling. Yeah, no more. All right, so I do want to thank you, Shayna, for going live with my brand. And all the women out there, go check her out. And this is a regular IGTV series for us, and this is just to literally spread the message that it's okay to prioritize yourself. Self-care isn't selfish. Us as women, like you said, especially like Black women, we're expected to be so strong and just, I don't know, it's just weird, like the labels society puts on Black women, like we don't have feelings,
Right.
we're loud, we're too strong, don't
Yep.
need a man, whatever, like it's so much crap put on us, just as women in general, but especially Black women. Like,
Yes, for sure.
yeah. So, all right. So, think I'm gonna end it here. You guys go check her out, AmoraLux.com. If you want to say anything else, go ahead. Like your
Yeah.
testimony itself, like
Yeah.
that just blew my mind. Like you should, you know what, you should have a website where you have like your testimony and you said you're going to try to help other
Yeah.
women that went through what you went through.
That's one of my personal goals. And I'm also
Okay.
my own podcast in 2020.
Mm.
Well, it's still going to be focusing on hair, but it's also going to be talking about a lot of the topics that you mentioned, especially as Black women and what we deal with, because a lot of us don't realize why we have hair loss. I have ran into a lot of clients, women, Black women, who have been dealing with trauma that happened to them when they were little girls, and every single
Oh.
one of them have the same type of hair loss. And
Oh my. It's
so
like a connect.
yeah, just something as simple as trauma that happened years ago that you never healed from.
Mm.
What we deal with on a day to day. So it's going to be talking about some very controversial topics, but it's also related to hair. So yeah,
Mm.
educating
Oh.
on why we're in this situation and the myths of hair products, things like that. The products that they market to us actually has a lot of chemicals and parabens and sulfates, and
Oh,
they don't even test it on Black hair. None of the products that are out there are really tested on Black hair unless it's someone that created it.
for Black women.
Like I have my own product line or someone else, like, they had their own product line. I'm pretty sure they did some sort of beta testing. But like the big companies, and like the big stores and things like that is not tested on our hair at all, but they'll market it. They'll put all the marketing on it to market to us, but it really does nothing for us. So yeah, so just talking about those type of topics. So that podcast will be coming soon. It'll be called Nurture the Hair You Love.
Nice. Just like those like Eco Stout. So I'm
Yeah.
natural. I'm kind of a straight natural.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing with like Eco Style, right? Like it has like cancer, like not, what do you call it? Carcinogens or something? An
And
Eco Style gel.
yes. Yeah,
So
you got.
yeah.
They think that our hair needs chemicals for it to act right, right? They
Yeah.
don't understand that our hair, one of the biggest myths I always like to dispel is that our hair is so strong and thick and can handle anything and we can do all kind of things and our hair will last. That's actually not necessarily the truth. Do we have more strands on our head than, let's say, a Caucasian or Asian woman? Yes, we do have more strands, but if you look at our individual strands, the density of it, our strands is very, very thin. If you look at an Asian or if you look at a Caucasian woman, their individual strand is thicker. They just have less. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Like the actual strand.
Actual strand. So they can leave bleach on their hair for 5 hours and it's fine. You put that on our hair and it disappears. Okay.
Right.
on, right? So the chemicals actually are not good for our hair at all because our individual strands are so thin and fragile. We just have more of them than they do. So that's why it appears, and when our texture is curly, so it gives the appearance of it being thick, but not
Right.
curly. No, our hair is actually thinner. Our individual strands is thinner. If that makes sense.
Right. You would think like kinky Afro texture hair is thicker than like
If
uh
you take that individual strand for that woman and put it up to a Caucasian strand, the density of it is like this to like this.
are you
So
serious? What?
their
That's crazy.
strands are way thicker than ours.
Oh,
So we can't handle all of those chemicals that they promote to us. So even on a cosmetology level, before I even became a trichologist, the products that I used on my clients are products that were not marketed to us. The
like
professional
what? Like which like
So
brand?
the professional beauty supply store that I would go to, you can only get it at a professional store where I would get a lot of my products from. But
Okay.
they're all like no, natural, sulfate free. One of the brands was called Loma. Another one was called Macadamia. Another one was called oh, I forgot the name of the other one.
It's all
Swerve.
right. Yeah.
So like there are certain ones, but they don't market those shampoos to us at all. Aveda products are really good. So those products are not marketed to us. So we think, oh, that shampoo's not good for our hair.
Right.
We have to get the shampoo with the African woman on it, right?
Exactly.
So, but no,
Or
that is
curly hair, yeah.
right. But no, their products have a lot of essential oils in them, natural oils, natural nut oils like avocado, coconut oils. Like it has all the natural stuff in their products. And then our products, you turn around, it's chemical, 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 chemical.
What?
Yep. So on the front of the bottle, they can put whatever they want on the front for marketing, but you have to look at the
Oh,
ingredients.
the ingredients, you're
So
right.
on the front, they can say, oh, this is organic and it has marula oil and argan oil and blah, blah, blah. But you turn it around, if it doesn't say it has any of that in the ingredients, that's just marketing.
Wow.
Just
And I
marketing.
was always told like like hair products, you read like the first six or ingredients or something like that
Mhm.
to
Yes.
see, yeah, what it's mostly made of.
So the first ones are the main ingredient.
Right. The first, which ones? Like first 10 or like first six?
I would say because it's normally a long row. So I always say maybe the first six. Look at the first six for
Okay. Wow.
yeah.
I swear, like we just can't win in this world.
Yeah. So that's what I want to talk about on my podcast. Those type of topics for sure about how we're almost doomed and the whole myth that our hair can't grow or go past our shoulders because we're using the wrong things, the wrong information is out there, the wrong education is out there. So if I can change, just some of those myths and kind of kill them, that would just be like the apple of my eye. That would just mean the world to me.
Right.
For sure.
No, that podcast, you should literally, wow, start that podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm definitely gonna start it. I'm working on January
and you
20.
can have like cosmetologists from
Yeah.
like all different states, like talk about their experiences and what they found like worked for their clients and things like
Right.
that. Like, please
Yeah.
do that, cause please do that,
Yes. It's
cause
on.
what'd you say?
I said it's on my list for sure.
Right. Okay. Wow. I just learned like so much. Wow.
I, sometimes I give too much. I give an overload.
Yeah, like literally, I'm sorry guys, like this is about like wellness and self-care, but like I literally want to ask you like three more questions, like
Oh
not self-care questions, but just like I'm so serious, like hair questions.
yeah.
Like okay, okay, you guys. So okay. So the TV series, all right, that's one thing. All right. Question for me personally.
Yeah.
Which like oil penetrates the hair shaft? So is it olive oil, coconut oil, peppermint oil? Like if I do a hot oil treatment and I put like a conditioning cap for it to whatever like make
Right.
my hair good, which
Mm-hmm.
oil actually like penetrates the hair shaft and which oil
There's
like
oils and there are heavy ones, right? So let me kind of go over the lightweight ones. So like grapeseed oil, almond oil, jojoba oil are really good penetrating oils, right?
really?
Heavy oils will be more your olive oil. Okay,
But
that's
I
a
thought olive oil penetrates the hair shaft. It doesn't? Olive
it does
oil?
heavier oil. So it
Mm.
depends on what you want. If you have hair that's already naturally oily, I wouldn't do olive oil because it's too
Okay.
heavy. I
Right,
would do oil. That makes
right,
sense.
right.
Co-
It does.
It's not a penetrating oil at all. It's a sealing oil. So it just seals in what you already put in your hair. So if you didn't put anything else, it's just sealing in dryness.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I'm not a fan of coconut oil either,
Mm,
because I'm not a fan of it by itself. Let me put it that way. It has to
mm.
have some carrier oils in it. I ran into a girl one time that actually she would just load and load and load coconut oil in her hair. And it took me 8 washes to get this coconut oil.
Oh no.
And I blow dried it. It let off a fume where everyone in the salon was choking and coughing.
Oh
So
my
that's not,
God.
so that's why I'm like, I despise coconut oil because of that.
Oh
But
my God. That is not funny.
yeah,
Why would she do that?
well,
Yeah.
she thought she was looking at YouTube, and YouTube was talking about coconut oil, coconut oil, coconut oil. So, you know,
Yeah.
but the penetrating coconut oil is not a penetrating oil
It's
at,
not.
at
Okay. So
it's
like, yeah. You said almond oil and what's the and
rapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and those are my favorite. Those
right,
3.
right. Because my hair is like very dry, like in the winter. Yeah. All
And
right. I'm not gonna keep you on too long. That
that's,
okay. Now I know like and castor oil is that's a sealant as well, like
yeah, and so I actually like castor oil mainly for
hair
like your
growth.
like hair growth, yes, and thickening if you want to thicken your hair. But I don't really like castor oil like for the whole head. I mainly like that like for the scalp.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like once you put your stylers on and you use castor oil to like seal all that, you wouldn't recommend that. You just like you
You
want
can,
to
yeah, if you have other oils, do you have other oils in with it or just the castor oil by
no,
itself?
just so like I use say like okay, like I wash my hair, condition it, and then I rinse it out, and then I use a styler, like a cream styler, and then I use castor oil to seal it in. You wouldn't recommend that? Like just
I wouldn't because it's kind of heavy. And
it
so
is.
now I would rather you use one of the other penetrating oils for your ends of your hair for sure.
Okay.
Like almond oil, jojoba oil.
Over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you wear your hair in this natural curl pattern, you have to put oil in it more.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. You have to do it. You
Right.
can't, like, you have to do it like on a regular basis, not just every 2 weeks or every time you wash it. Just the ends, not the scalp.
Right. Yeah, because I'm a very lazy natural. Like
Yeah.
I'm a very lazy natural. Okay, I'm not gonna keep. Okay, coconut oil is toxic. Oh no. Oh, okay. So those lighter oils. Okay, sorry guys, but those lighter oils, like you said, jojoba oil, grapeseed. I like those are best to do hot oil treatments with, like hot
You
oil
can
treatments.
do them hot or regular. I mean, honestly, they're fine if they're regular, but I know some people like to do hot. I actually like steam. So if you put those oils on it and do steam and do the actual steam, I like steam better.
Okay. Well, yeah, that is. But like for
Mhm.
those that us that don't have like a steamer at home, like just use like a plastic cap.
Yeah,
Okay.
plastic cap was fine, but if
Right.
you can get steamers now really cheap. They even have the handheld steamers
Oh,
now.
they do. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, man, Shayna. Like I can no, literally, I'm gonna end this real quick because I could ask like 5 more
Oh,
questions. Like
okay.
literally, I could ask 5 more questions. But yeah, I'm gonna take that into consideration now.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
what do you think about like protective styles with like natural hair? Do you think like long term they're not good to do, or do you recommend like wearing
I was like putting it up like in a install or braids or something like that.
right? So like you braid it and then you wear like a wig on top or like on
I do protective styles if you're still cleansing your scalp on a regular basis. If you
right.
put it out and abandon it for over 3 weeks, it is
Um,
more damage than anything.
okay.
Still need to be washed.
Right.
Like scalp care is healthy hair care. We got to keep that scalp clean.
Oh,
So
of course, yeah.
adding the moisture back to your hair, it can get dry and brittle in that protective style. So
Yeah.
I like protective styles, but you got to wash your hair.
Right.
So it's a protective style that does not allow you to wash your hair. I don't recommend it.
Okay. All right. Man, Shayna, like literally, no, if anything, like please start that podcast because I would be like listening to that
Uh,
podcast. But you guys
yes,
can see AmoraLux.com to
yes.
check her out, her products, her salon, especially if anyone's in the Detroit area. So yes, thank you again, Shayna, for you're actually my fourth guess one, two. Yeah, you're my fourth guest to do this series, IGTV series with me. So I reached out to her, you guys. So she was graceful enough to say yes.
Yeah.
And being a boss mom, like I aspire to be you, like a mom. That's literally like my aspirations. Like, cause people say, oh, woman can't have it all. Like, be a mom, be a business owner, but like you're literally doing like it all in one.
You have an amazing support team, but I'm definitely doing it.
I'm sure you do, right? Like wife, mom, business
Yeah.
owner, like that's what I'm trying to be later on in life. So again, oh, thank you again for doing this with my brand, Shayna. I hope you gain like some clients from this live and you guys go check her out. The link's right there pinned. And yeah, I hope this talk also like helped you as well, like letting it out and talking about it.
Yes.
Yes, that's also my goal too. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, for sure.
Yes. Thank you, Shayna. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in with Shayna, me and Shayna. All right. Gonna end this. This live is gonna be on, oh, people are leaving. um, Wind down. So this, well, clips of this live is gonna be on this account right there. If anyone wants to check it out. All right. Bye, guys.